we've done. Um, there's a recent report this month that came out from Marsh McLennan that links cybersecurity controls to reduce cyber risk. And I guess to get us started, Kirsten, what were your takeaways when you first read this report? I guess how did it strike you? What were kind of the initial impressions that came to mind?
Well, in a quick summation, see, it actually works when you do the things you're supposed to be doing, right? So to your point, it's the validation. Um, in the cyber seatbelt concept, what I think is very important and exciting about it is that it enables us to really speak to different sizes and maturity levels of organizations and to orient organizations to you don't have to have every bell and whistle or every security tool in the world to be able to have defenses to protect yourself, to reducing severity and impact. And I think that it's such an interesting thing between security world and insurance world, but they're actually much more aligned when we think about frequency, severity, and impact, which are the three most important insurance words there are. That this statement and this report really helps us identify how those are being effective and reducing particularly the impact and severity. And so, we have new things coming at us that we are reading about every day. We know that the adversary is going to continue to evolve. But what we also know, because we talk about it a lot just between the two of us, is how defense in depth and these controls help mitigate and reduce the concerns around those aspects.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was both heartening and a really important takeaway that I would say kind of resonated across the whole research article. Um, defense in depth, but the fact that we don't have to boil the ocean to defend ourselves, right?
Exactly.
Like we can meaningfully select controls and risk mitigation measures in a way that actually makes it defensible. And while you can't stop every attack, you can catch most of them pretty early. And I think I wasn't surprised to see some of the kind of key conclusions they talked about, um, ongoing hardening and patching of systems. They talk about the importance of endpoint detection and response, multi-factor authentication, privileged access management. I mean, as we've kind of talked about in previous conversations, these technologies are what is kind of fomenting as the core of really cybersecurity for any organization,
Correct.
regardless of what particular tools they select to implement in those lanes. Those things together create a very a layered and effective, not perimeter, but line of defense on the endpoint and throughout the organization.